Nice to meet you, Lori, and nice to meet you, Toasty. I'm so glad that Toasty is on the call with us too. This is awesome.
Oh, Toasty's always right with us all the time.
Good.
That's a good
I guess early on, how did you find out about WINPRO, and like, were there any hesitations when you thought about purchasing for the first time, or what did that look like?
I was researching everything, and then I saw an advertisement. Lay down. Good girl. I saw an advertisement that you had the plasma. So I researched that, and it said how they use plasma in, surgery recoveries, and how actually good it is for all creatures, for everything. And WINPRO was the only one that had it. So I thought, well, I'm going to give that a try. So I tried it last year. I think I saw it on Facebook or something like that. And I tried it last year, and it helped, but she still needed Zyrtec. And when it got to be fall, she still needed an Apoquel maybe 2 times a week. Mm-hmm. And so when I started up this year, I saw that you had the immunity package that went with the allergy thing. And I reached out, and I can't remember if it was chat or email, but they suggested that I try them both at the same time, because I put her on the allergy and it was kind of helping. Mm-hmm. And so they said, well, put her on both. And it's been amazing. She had been on a gut health program several years ago. And so I feel like we got her healed up from her gut from all the vaccines and toxins that she had when she was young. And, but the combination, I think, is what did the trick.
Yeah, that's so interesting that you started with just the allergy product and it was working, but it wasn't quite what you were hoping for. And then the allergy and the gut health combo, which is our advanced allergy bundle, was what really did the trick for you. Because I think a lot of people don't even think about, trying to support allergies with gut support too. They just think skin and coat, skin and coat, skin and coat. But usually, helping both of those aspects of your dog's health together can really support the immune system, and help those symptoms in check. So,
and we had tried everything. I mean, she's on raw diet. She was on home cooked. She was on, we tried everything. And it was constantly, Toasty, don't lay in the grass. Toasty, let us wipe you down. Toasty, you have to stay inside. I'm sorry. We'd watch the allergy reports to see if mold was high or grass pollen or whatever. And we were trying to rinse her off. And we felt sorry for her because she loves to be outside. And now she can lay in the grass, roll in the grass, lay on the porch. And she's just like a normal dog.
Oh my gosh. That's what we love to hear. That's literally why we do what we do. We love to hear that. So you knew kind of what she was allergic to, and what were her biggest symptoms? Was it like itching, paw licking, hot spots? Like, what was she seeing before?
She'd get red on her stomach, and it would get little tiny blisters all over it. And then, come here. And then she would lick at her feet. Come here, stand up, get up. That's it, turn around. She would lick at her feet. She would lick under her tail. She didn't so much scratch herself with her back feet. She didn't do that so much. But it was, which made me think, well, this is an inhaled type of an allergy. And then on her stomach, a contact allergy. So I think she had it all. I think she had all the problems.
Yeah.
So, but when she would go to agility for a weekend, like for 3 days, and she was inside in the air conditioning, not running through the fields, doing agility, she would get better. So we knew that it was the environment more than anything.
Sure. That makes sense. That makes sense. And when you started the advanced allergy bundle and you took the WINPRO allergy and the WINPRO gut health together, what was that kind of initial period? What did that initial period look like? Did you see results immediately? Did it take like a month or two?
No, it probably took a week. And we saw improvements because that was in the spring. She has bad spring allergies and bad late summer, fall allergies.
Okay.
So I had called the vet to see if I could get some more Apoquel. And my vet, she's just a doll. And she said, only give her a half of one of these when she needs it. Don't give it to her all the time. And every time I gave it to her, I was like in tears. I'm like, I'm poisoning my dog.
I
And
know.
so then when I reached out to WinPro, and it's like, what's this advanced allergy protocol and what can I expect? And they're like, well, it's guaranteed, go ahead and try it. We think it'll work. And I bet within 4 or 5 days, I could see a difference. Well, then I'm thinking, is it because the allergies outside have changed or what? Because this is too good to be true, is what I thought. And then it just continued to make her more and more comfortable. And like I said, now she's she's got a full coat. I have to trim her toes because the hair gets long on them. She's not chewing them. They're not stained or discolored. And we've been through the early spring allergies. Now we're in the hot summer allergies. Hasn't flared up. I am optimistic that she's going to be fine.
Yeah, that's amazing. That is amazing. And I can't believe it supported so quickly. I know some dogs, it can take, a month or a little bit more. And then some dogs see results just within a couple of days. So I'm always curious to get feedback on, kind of how quickly you started seeing improvement. But I'm so glad that you saw, a change within that first week. So,
well, and I'm thinking that maybe it's because she was on, the WinPro allergy was helping some. And then when the boost from the other product is maybe what made it kick in so fast. I don't know. But
yeah,
I'm very grateful to have the advice and the guidance from WinPro to help me with this problem.
absolutely. And you're right. When we said that we offer that guarantee, we have that 30-day money back guarantee because we understand how frustrating it is for people that try so many products. They're like, I'm wasting my money. Nothing is working. My dog is still super uncomfortable. And it's hard to try to trust somebody to do something again, And so I think what helps too is we do have that plasma element and people like you catch on to that and they're like, this is different. I haven't seen this anywhere else.
Different. And honestly, the price is affordable compared to what else is out there that I tried that didn't work. I'm not talking about veterinary prescription things, but some of them are veterinary recommended products, and they still cost more than the WinPro bundle, and they didn't help. And then you'd ask the vet, and they're like, well, try this, and then get this bottle of oil, and here's a shampoo, and it's like it's not gonna help.
Yeah, the plasma is so interesting too, because I think a lot of people go for the topical treatments, but a lot of the allergy symptoms and all of the roots of all of that is inside of the dog. It's kind of like putting a Band-Aid on things when you try to use the shampoos and stuff. And so we wanted to create a supplement that was different than anything else, that worked biologically with the dog's body, helping the dog's body continue to work the way that it's supposed to, which is regulating all of that stuff that they come into contact with that maybe their system doesn't really like. So,
and she loves it too. She loves her snacks.
Oh, good.
She loves her WinPro treats.
That's amazing. I'm so happy to hear that. That's amazing. So really, I only have another quick question or two, and I'm assuming the answer is yes, but would you recommend WinPro to other pet parents?
Absolutely. And I have told other people, and they've been skeptical because, like me, they've tried a lot of different other things. And they're like, well, we're going to try this shampoo and this lotion and this powder. And I'm like, no, the dog is inhaling an irritant. You need to go a different route. Well, the vet says that, and I'm like, well, I have told people, and I would recommend it to anybody that asks, you need to go with WinPro.
That's awesome. Thank you so much for being a cheerleader for us and an advocate for us too. We really appreciate that. We do what we do because we love dogs and we want to see dogs live their happiest, healthiest lives. And when, it's a great fit for a dog like Toasty, we're just so grateful when pet parents like you like to spread the news. So yeah, that's awesome. Two more last final things. One is with the plasma piece. Did you have any hesitancy about that? Because it was something different. And I know you said you Googled it and there was some interesting information, but was there anything that scared you about trying it because it was different?
I don't think it did because she's on raw food.
Okay.
So I felt like there was kind of a correlation there. It's not the same, but it's in the same field, maybe you would say. I did not have any hesitancy with that. But the other reason is because when I first tried the WinPro, didn't upset her stomach. She ate it. It was fine. And starting it, with the one product and then going to the combo, I didn't have any hesitancy. I was desperate, to tell you the truth. And
Yep.
plasma, when I researched it, sounded like a really good idea. So I didn't have any hesitancy.
That's amazing. Well, I'm so happy to hear that. My last question is just, is there anything else you want to add or anything else you want to tell us about Toasty and what Toasty loves doing, or, just anything else about her story?
Toasty came from the dog pound, and she was the worst dog we had ever had. She chewed the siding off the house while you're standing there trying to catch her. You couldn't catch her. She bit. They told us when they saw her a couple of weeks later at dog school, somebody saw her and they're like, we can't even believe you still have that dog. We were so happy that you adopted her, but we were just sure that she would come back. And we've never given up on an animal. I've rescued a lot of dogs, and she was definitely the most difficult. But focusing her mind on agility and everything was very helpful. And to this point, she has also made a TV commercial, and she's been to Westminster for her agility, and she's just turned out to be a superstar. It took patience, and with the allergy problem, which cropped up before she was even a year old, I thought, well, now we have two issues. We have personality and behavioral issues because she was feral, plus we have this health issue. And what's going to happen to this poor dog, with this allergy ripping her hair out and what have you? And everything came together. But I do give WinPro credit. And how much of her not wanting to stay in the same room with us and be petted, and how much of that was discomfort from the allergies, we will never know.
Yeah.
So, but she's just a doll. And and the fact that her allergies are, I don't want to say gone, because like cancer, it could be in remission, whatever. She could become allergic to something else at some point. But I feel like as long as she's getting the plasma support and the gut health support, she's probably healthy enough to fight anything off because of her WinPro.
Yeah.
So,
And that she's comfortable. That's the biggest goal, right?
Yeah.
Like she's living her happiest, healthiest life and doing the things that she loves doing because she's not uncomfortable.
Yes,
That's the goal.
absolutely.
That's amazing. Well, I think that's all that I have. I really appreciate your time, Lori. This has been so wonderful. I've loved hearing more about Toasty and seeing Toasty kind of as close to in person as possible. It's always fun.
Yeah.
And meeting you has been amazing. I really appreciate you sharing your story with us.
If you want to follow up or you want me to expand upon anything else, I would be happy to, because it's been a lifesaver for Toasty.